First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Carolina Panthers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, fellas. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
Right.
Hey!
Right here, tight on the right, tight on the right.
Put it in.
First down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Single.
Look at it.
Now moving on first down.
Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion, man.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense.
Christian McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Tight end left. For the 8. Check.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Gun.
That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip the position there? A nice attacking play that picks up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Forced out to his left. This is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And not Touch on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Way to go, guys.
Omaha, remove!
3 down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Right. Watch tight end.
Set! Yellow 20!
Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves him with options here on 2nd and just a yard.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here. 2nd and
Yeah,
very short.
I still don't think it should count in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Run. Good breakup, baby. Good breakup. All day, baby. Good breakup. Yeah, D. Double tight.
White.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
Trio right! Hey, I need one! Tag 52, let's go!
He's at the 50.
Jam.
He's at the 30. 20.
Switch.
10. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 82 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. The defense was expecting run. They got it. They just forgot to stop it.
Sometimes execution just wins, doesn't it? And give a lot of credit to the big guys up front because they knew they were running against a defensive front that was probably overloaded, and they had to find a way to create just a little bit of space, and they ended up creating a lot of space, and off he went.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still, a lot of guys to account for.
Back to throw, Newton. And this throw will be intercepted. Mike Killebrew with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Double tight.
You go set! 180!
After the interception, here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's 2nd down. These two teams, Panthers and Lions, met each other Week 5 in Detroit last year. You did that game, didn't you?
I did, and the Panthers were starting to round into form, especially their quarterback Cam Newton, who had missed most of the preseason with a shoulder injury. He had a big game, 335 yards passing and 3 touchdown passes, and they beat Detroit 27-24.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down. 3 down. Hey.
Feel set. Red 80.
3 down. Watch 80. Watch 80.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them,
All right, boys,
they
here we
like
go.
what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said,
on,
establish the run game, and they've been
Now Stafford. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and that'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
10. Hey.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Mario Addison. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's how we do, D.
On the ball.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Tight right.
You ready? Blue 80.
Check. Here I come.
Double right. 11.
I'm coming.
Hey.
25.
Hey, tag 26.
Shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions add on to their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13.
Touchdown. We got to roll. Just keep it rolling,
And that one was
baby.
relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
3 down. Right here.
Here's
Let's go, Lobo.
this one complete to Curtis Samuel. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I know you felt that one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Set.
1st and 10. Newton buying time to his left. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's blocked.
Our ball, baby. Our ball. Fumble.
Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hey, we're good. Tag 53. Here we go. Hey.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Hey, tag 50 left.
Strong right.
Here we go, set. Blue 80.
Alert. 3 down.
Here's Stafford now, 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Man left.
Hey, I need one.
Hey, we are.
Double right.
We got 4 down.
Hey, tag 50 left. Hey, tag 32.
Now a play taken at Stafford. A deep ball for Ellington. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39.
Here comes the ball.
A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 48 yards.
Monday.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Stay 50.
Hey. 4 down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
No.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the
Here we
ground.
go.
It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Mike 56. Now watch run.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Double tight. 3 down.
Set. Blue 80.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Monday.
On 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play.
On the ball.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to have to go for it on 4th down.
Set. Blue 50.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Watch 25.
Hey, go here.
Tag
53.
To Stafford. Jones. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Stafford on first down. Now he steps away. This is caught. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, boys, we got four down.
On the stick is Stafford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. To grow their lead.
I got him.
And he's got it up and through.
Yeah, too easy for him. Put a man on him. Put a man on him. Yes, sir. It's showtime, baby. Showtime.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away.
Touchdown! Touchdown!
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Watch in.
The throw is Newton. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
2nd and 10. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 35.
Great.
A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. Newton on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers able to draw a bit closer. And he puts it through. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll start to the ground with Johnson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. Big hit. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
The throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Yeah, baby.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Zebra. Jumble. Sack.
Now play fake here on 1st down.
Coming. Double up.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Get him 30 yards there.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We got 3.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
On the ball. Set. Blue 80.
Check 13. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
First down, Stafford. This is Reddick on the screen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Lay down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Set. White 80.
Four down. Big edge.
Again, it's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete.
Let's go now.
It's a pickup of 16 there to
21.
who set it down.
Tighten up.
They all
22.
came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by K1 Short.
Run, go!
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way.
Yeah,
I think doubling him
baby.
has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Set. Blue 60.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
On second down, here's Stafford. He finds Whittaker complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss it.
There's Stafford. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. And it's second down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came over. Nice job by the defense not getting out of their lanes.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Yeah, let's go.
In for the score. And the Lions add on to their lead. Giving a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up first and 10.
Tight end right.
Gun.
3 down.
Hey! Here we go, set. 180.
Throwing is Newton. Flush to his right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Single. I got a single on the slip.
Gun. 20.
Watch one.
Now moving on first down.
Come on.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. So we come upon half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here we go.
Action. Stafford. Letting one go deep for Robert. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Detroit. 57 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Odd on. 5, go set. Blue 80. Hey, tag 58 right. Check. Ready.
This is Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Two tights.
Odd on. 5, go set. Blue 80.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of things we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in a big chunk try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. First down throw for Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they picked up some pretty good chunks of yards.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to... And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Torrey Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Big 20, big 20. 21.
All day, baby, all day.
21. Hey.
No,
First and 10, Stafford. And the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So second in inches after that 45 completion, Wentz is shy of the marker. They'll run it with Johnson. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. The 30, past the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big run there by Johnson. 59 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll try to run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a
And
tone.
a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot.
On the ball, on the ball.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now Stafford on third and goal. Flushed out right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a fourth down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right? And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Watch the whip.
Matthew Stafford taking it in. And the Lions have on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this is going.
We've seen both teams go at it, and you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because it's really hard to, even though the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on. In fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Run! Woo!
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
22! Jumbo!
59's Mike. 59.
Here's Stafford down, 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted
21.
4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Single receiver.
Hey.
Over there. Single receiver.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
We got 3.
Out of the gun, Newton. Forced out to his left. And Olsen over the middle. Dancing away at the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Great!
A big play there for the Panthers. 44 yards.
Gun.
On 1st down, Newton. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
That's it, baby.
As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers have back to a 1-score game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will get him one closer. Gano out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first down, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just...
go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
7 tight. 3 down, 3 down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Hey.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Here we go. Jumbo.
Hey, alert.
Hey, 70. Hey, we're good. Tag 53. Here we go. Go here. Hey, tag 58 right.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. The completion to Riddick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
3 down.
White.
3 down.
53.
Shift.
Now a play fake at Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion
Hey, go
on
here.
1st down.
Hey.
Throwing again. Stafford going to look deep for Wilson.
Here we go.
This is caught.
Play
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown for Dave.
Luke Wilson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Got it all day.
21.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To the air again. Stafford.
59.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
You're all mine, baby.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Hot.
Picked off by Tavon Wilson.
Here they come.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You see me out here?
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
Johnson. He juked him. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the Dallas right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hey, tag 53.
They'll try and run for it, 1st and goal. And a nice move will yield nothing as he stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got a win for him the all game long. He's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Lions add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And there he goes again. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
Fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Detroit getting... They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. The way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Hey, we got 3 down.
We go set. Lady.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They go to Johnson again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
We go set. Lady.
3 down.
White 7.
3 down.
Jumbo. Ready.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This remains interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Out of gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
The huddle come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready. Tag 50.
To throw on second down. Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A critical area. in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Double tight.
Interception. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Hey. We got four. We got four down. Four down.
Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Four down.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Gun.
First down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
20.
Mike 51.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down.
That's right,
what
now.
a huge
Gun.
play at this point in the game. Damon Harrison in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Do something.
Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Hey.
Alert. Three down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ziggy Ansah in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Two tights.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Out.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Run!
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. He picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Run. There we go. Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. That 5 yards leaves them a little shy of the first, but at this spot in the field, I don't think they risk going for it.
Not even a thought process. Punt it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Panthers coming out now. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure.
Here goes Sam. Come on, come on, come on.
Check three, check three, check three.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.